Hi, good afternoon. My name's Micky Gin, and welcome to Sky Blue Social.
Can we get a 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the first game of the season. Welcome to Sky Blue Social. My name's Adam.
And I'm Lee, and it's game time. Coventry City versus Scunthorpe at the Rika. Come on, City!
First game of the season today. Looking forward to it?
Very excited, every year.
Yeah, every year.
Don't give me if you give me a closed question, all I'm going to say is yes.
Yes.
It's first game, anything can happen, expectations are high. Everyone dreams, everyone worries about the pre-season, friendlies haven't gone well, who have or haven't signed. But who knows, yeah. Let's see how we do today. I remember back in the day when we beat Chelsea 3-2, Dublin hat-trick.
That was a good one.
Yeah, we may have even got top of the league. Dublin was definitely top goal scorer on teletext.
Yeah, I don't think we can look too much into pre-season because...
It's true, and just like the start of the season, we tend to do quite well in the first few games, and then it starts to crumble, people start to moan. But I don't know, optimism's high after last year.
Do you think, I think I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, just looking at social media and stuff, right after we finished with Wembley, optimism was as high as I think it's ever been. You know, the Cov fans were in ecstasy, and now it seems after McNulty left, I said I wouldn't talk about McNulty, sorry. It seems after McNulty left that it seems to have taken a dip again. Have you noticed that?
No, you're right. I think I felt the dip as well. We had a winning formula last year, and now we've got a bit of a gap. There was loads of, everyone was well up for after the final and for the season, and you are hoping that a lot more season tickets would have been sold, but yeah.
With everything that's gone on last season, I think we have grounds to be really optimistic for this season. I don't see any reason why Cov fans should be worried about how it's going to go. I've got faith in Robbins that he's going to pull the team together. We signed a new striker yesterday who is called... Let's have a look. Hiwula. And he looks promising, looking at some of his stats.
He does, he's bagged some goals actually, yeah. His Wikipedia, I think someone's edited it, because he's got something like, let's check it now. Said apparently he bagged 16 and 14 on loan at Wigan, but I'm not sure about that.
Certainly the Fleetwood fans have got a lot to say about him in terms of, I mean, he scored 21 and 43 at Fleetwood, which is a good record.
And how many players have we signed now?
I think we're up to 11 or 12.
We could always do more, but we've actually got a squad this year, where we were kind of scraping the barrel last year and perhaps got unlucky with injuries at the start, but we didn't have like-for-like replacements, and sometimes we struggled, yeah.
Out of all the signings that we've made so far, we asked on Twitter who are the fans most excited about, and it was overwhelmingly Reece Alassani. Who's your prospect for this year, do you think?
Yeah, I'm excited to see him again. And then we've got two players that were at the club previously, Jody and Andrew, who let's see what they do. What
do you make of the Shrewsbury signings, Morgan Richards and Agogo? Is it Agogo?
Go. Go to Google and check.
It says here, Agogo is an English professional boxer from Lowestoft.
Yeah, that's Clark Harris, isn't it? So you can edit and stuff like this.
Yeah, you're happy with the new signings then?
Happy-ish. One more. That number 10 has been left off the squad list, so that's still open. That means he's got one more big signing, hopefully, before.
Do you think that's been done on purpose? A lot of the Cov fans are saying that Robbins has been a bit of a tease there by leaving the 10 open.
It's got to be. It's an intention that he's still got another move or one or two players to come in.
Where are we up to with Connor Chaplin at the moment? It seems to be bouncing around that we're signing him, we're not signing him. Portsmouth aren't willing to let him go until they've got a replacement. But then I read last night that they're ready to let him go anyway because he might not be having the effect they want.
Yeah, I think he's probably looked at the fact that we signed Hoella, and yeah, he's probably had a moan and thought, well, what is my Coventry move going to happen now? Is my move going to happen? he probably said something. So now the door's potentially open. I thought we had a deal with Reading Principal. That's what the newspapers were saying, but we'll see.
Do you think we stand to lose any more players?
I think the one I saw the headline a few days ago with some interest in the defender, and I thought, oh no, for God's sake, it's Willis. He's off. So that's the one I would be worried about. It wasn't Willis, it was McDonald. Then it's whoever starts well, right? If someone bags a hat-trick today like Jones did at the start of the season last year. You never know.
Tom Bayliss, are we going to keep hold of him?
I think so. I think we've got him until the next transfer window. Let's see how he does. I think people are sniffing around him already. He is quality. He's had a great season. It would be such a shame for him not to carry that on, the momentum, and challenge himself in a new league. Yeah,
I think with Bayliss, I think for me, he's just got to look at some of the players that have left the club, like your George Thomas, who we might be seeing today. That big move can come around, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be playing football week in, week out. And I think that's a warning sign to people like
I like George Thomas. He was good, but I wouldn't say he wasn't the finished article. I don't think he'd say that himself. You can see bits of quality. I think Joe Cole back in the day, when he was there, he picked out Thomas as kind of the one to watch from the youth, even with Maddison there. But what's he done? He's gone there. He's had a good season in the under-23s, but he's not played first team football. Yeah, it's a shame, but he picked up some wedge.
Well done, George. So let's talk about today's game. Let's talk about Scunthorpe. What do we reckon?
I don't know. They, 6th, 7th last year? Or
they
5th?
Finished 5th last year.
5th last year, okay. So, strong season. Yeah. Their expectations are going to be high. I don't think they've lost too many players, right?
We have no idea how many players they've lost. The word on the street is that they've got a few players out to begin with. Hopefully with a home game, you'd think that...
Well, home game, first game of the season, anything happens. Can't read too much into it. Even if we lose today, we shouldn't be all gunning for why have we not signed a new striker, blah, blah, blah. If we score 4 today, we still should be asking the question, are we going to still get the striker? It's just one game.
I'd say it's similar to the first year with Mowbray, where pre-season was pretty poor and needed a striker, and the same sort of things this week. We don't know what's going to happen. Turned out we hammered Wigan, wasn't it, at home?
Yeah.
With Armstrong, and
really happy with the recruitment actually, to be fair. Bar the Sparky departure. Yeah. But apart from that, everyone else, I think we're definitely strengthened for League One, and we definitely can be competitive. But obviously, I think it's a bit like wait till August the 9th to see who the full squad's looking like. It's all about the number 10. I'm not sure about Chaplin, if it is going to be him, but he seems to be the messiah in some forum's eyes, but no one really knows much about him. So,
but then that's pretty typical of all the players now. Yeah, just don't know who we're signing, but everyone seems to know him.
Trust Robbins, trust his judgment, and just back the boys and see what happens.
I think we were saying it in the way up actually. Well, we actually think the deadwood, so to speak, that needed clearing out, other than Vincenti now, is all gone. So I think it's been pretty good. I think Rod had a good first half of the season, and then everyone can see that he'd pretty much done after Christmas, wasn't he? So we'll see.
Kind of resorted to type, and with Haynes and Stokes, Stokes tried hard. He was a good player for us in certain aspects, but if you're stepping up a league, you can't make the rookie errors that he was doing, and he's just a bit too slow, I think. And I think
since that injury, he lost a yard, didn't he? Definitely, and he wasn't the quickest, anyways.
So positive. See what Junior Brown's like, and see what Mason does. It's positive.
1-0 to us.
1-0.
1-0.
Who's going to score?
Piano.
It's been up and down, to be honest with you. Got some good wins. The last few games has been good. We had a decent tour away from home. Bit too many last-minute signings, to be honest, but hopefully it'll come together. We just need to get some players in at the end of the day. With a lot of loan players in, and like Ivan Toney last season was big for us. So yeah, hopefully they're just all sort of coming together and gelling, and yeah, we can do all right. I would say the expectations are, for the majority of Scunny fans, realistic. Not a massive club. We did spend last season, we went for it. So I think if we are on a playoff push, brilliant, but I'll be honest, top half of the table will be decent.
Predictions today?
First game of the season, really tough playing against a team that's just been promoted. Still waving that high. I'll take a draw. I'll be happy with a draw.
So we lost the game 2-1 today. It was a really tricky game to kind of take in a way. I think that we were the best team on the pitch overall. I think if we're being really fair to ourselves, we had the vast majority of the play on pitch. But yeah, well, I'm only recently home, and it's still hard to kind of get my head around how we didn't put away those chances. There's a couple of things that I took from the game. First of all, Andrew, different gravy, amazing. What a player. He certainly looks a player that will take this league by storm. He could play at a league above this level, championship for sure. He seemed to control everything that we did and scored a fantastic free kick, which was awesome. It's so great to see him back and playing really well. So that's good. I don't know what happened when we conceded the goal. The second goal seemed to fall apart a little bit. We made a triple substitution. As soon as they made that triple substitution, I was worried. Whenever you make a triple substitution, it affects the way the team gels on the pitch, and almost on cue, Scunthorpe scored almost immediately after making that triple substitution. So I don't know. Robin said on the radio after the players were tired, but yeah, it was frustrating. Biamu played well today. He almost scored an amazing overhead kick once again. We had so many chances today to score. We hit the post or the woodwork 3 times. So it's not like we didn't have the chances today to take that game. And I reckon we were the best team on that pitch by a country mile. But fair play to Scunthorpe. They are a tricky side to play against. They were strong, they were well organised, and they had their chances and they took them with the good finishes as well. So fair play to them, but I'm disappointed considering that I thought we were the best team. However, there were some real positives to come out of this game, and Robbins was saying that the team isn't completely fit yet. That's cool. Hopefully the fitness will come back over the next few weeks, but there does seem to be a bit of time to go before those players completely gel. There was no Alassani today, and I'm not sure of the reason why. Mason and Sterling, they look good. I was happy with a lot of the play. Our build-up play was fantastic today at times. It did seem we were trying to walk the ball in rather than taking some chances, and I think there were some chances where Andrew, who was the Cov man of the match by a country mile, there were some times where you were sort of egging him on to shoot, and he just wasn't. And as a first game of the season, lots of positives to take. I think there was enough in there for me to be happy that I can be really hopeful going forward in this league. So right, let's move on to the next game. That's all for this episode of Sky Blue Social. Thank you very much for joining us. Please click subscribe and the little bell icon if you want to be notified of our next episode, and we look forward to seeing you next time.